Things that bring me joy. Deciding to make an advent calendar of crisps for my friend. Deciding to make an advent calendar of crisps for myself. Crisps. Stroopwaffles, super noodles, leftovers for breakfast. How proud my teenage self would be of how often my adult self wears trackies. Spikeball. The idea that someone looked at volleyball and thought what this is missing is a trampoline. That sleeping, reading, and writing poems can never be a waste of time. Clearing my inbox, turning my phone off, being out of breath, crying, especially in films. Fireworks. How little I care if your dog doesn't like fireworks. Mainly because of how much I care about almost everything else. Robbie Williams' Christmas album. Especially the song entitled Happy Birthday, Jesus Christ, specifically the line where he describes the miracle of the feeding of the 5,000 as, love that thing that you did with the scampi. Self-Esteem's latest album, everything else Self-Esteem does. Finding out that Stormzy plays both Wordle and Nerdle, and taking this to be further evidence that we could indeed be really good friends. Watching the Lionesses win the Euros, the Football World Cup, every year except this one. Committing to screen Christmas films instead of the England games this year as a form of festive, peaceful protest. Musical bingo, Only Connect, Taskmaster, Ted Lasso, my yellow wellies, a decent WhatsApp group, my nieces. How much my wife loves bird watching. When anyone is enthusiastic about anything. That I'm on a mailing list for a company that makes reusable baking parchment simply because I bought a small amount 5 years ago. They email precisely once a year to see if I need any more, and I don't because it is just so reusable. That time I did a wee that lasted longer than a minute, the fact that I timed it, the fact that I'm sharing that with you, the fact that I hope at least some of you will go away and try the same. Spending 3 hours playing a Star Wars-based ball game with my neighbour the moment we both happened to have a day off. Margate. Writing a poem about my favourite sandwich from my local cafe in March. Getting paid for that poem in the form of 50 free sandwiches. 9 months later, realising that is a more reliable currency than the British pound. That $44 billion can't buy you happiness. That £2.90 can buy you an advanced train ticket from London to Bognor Regis. How hard it was to think of things when I started this list versus how hard it was to stop once I got going. The thought that at least some of you might go away and try the same. The fact that the start of this year was possibly the lowest I have ever felt, and yet here I am. Being prayed for, being held, being warm, being vulnerable, being open, opening a packet of crisps.